Today we're making a citrus seasoned encrusted top round roast.
Does that look delicious?
You are in the kitchen with Mrs. Smith Cooks. I have 3 pounds of top round roast. The first thing that I'm going to do is cut off the butcher's twine. I know, it is recommended to leave the butcher's twine on to get an even roast and hold everything together, but this portion is not that big and I actually prefer it without. I want this round to be as free as I feel today, and it will cook just as fine. I'm now adding some lime to clean my meat and to add some flavor. Then I'm using a paper towel and patting the meat dry and also cleaning up my plate. I'm using a paring knife to poke holes. I'm using a paring knife to poke small holes into the meat on both sides to allow the seasonings to get deep in and penetrate well. I'm using olive oil to coat the meat for flavor and to help all of the seasonings stick. Now rub and massage the oil into the meat. For the seasonings, I am adding 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of coriander, half a tablespoon of oregano, half a tablespoon of thyme, the zest of 1 orange, and 1 tablespoon of grated ginger. Our meat is looking so scrumptious already. The spicy smell of ginger in the air and the sweet smell of the orange zest is filling the air, and I am ready to wine and dine. Now get your hands in, gloved or naked, and rub the seasonings into your meat. Continuously scoop your seasonings off of the plate and apply it to the areas that you poke the holes in and any unseasoned crevices. Take out your roasting pan and line the bottom of the pan with aluminum foil to protect it. Now you want to place in your roasting rack. I currently don't have one because we just moved in, but I'm going to compromise and build one. Once it's all set up, go ahead and set your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Place your roast on top of the wire rack so that there is airflow around your meat and it gets a beautiful, even roast. Add a drizzle of olive oil on top to transfer heat to the meat and to add flavor and soften the meat. Once your oven reaches 450, place the roast onto the bottom oven rack. I am setting a timer and allowing it to cook for 15 minutes. After the time is complete, turn the temperature down to 325 and I am allowing it to cook for 1 hour. While the meat is cooking, it's time to prep the vegetables for roasting. I have 4 golden potatoes and I'm cutting it in half and cutting that half into 2 more halves. The potatoes should be in eighths. I have a large carrot and a half, and I'm holding the larger end with my fingers and using a chef's knife to scrape the outside layer off of the carrot. You can use a peeler, but it would take off way too many layers. Now cut it into medium circular slices. Once I reach the end, I'm going to cut it in half and then continue cutting it into half circles. I am cutting an apple into thirds. With the first third, cut it into half and then into medium bite slices. I have 6 mushrooms and I am cutting them into half and then in half again, so it should be in fourths. I'm cutting the top of a whole bell pepper and cutting it into thirds. Cut one of the thirds into half and then into bite-sized pieces. Make sure to also use the top of your bell pepper and cut well around the stem. All of the vegetables are in a bowl. I am adding in 1/4 cup of manzanilla olives and a tablespoon of its brine. Add in 2 tablespoons of minced garlic and 1/4 cup of diced onion. To the vegetables, I'm going to season with 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1.5 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of cayenne powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Use a wooden spoon and give it all a good stir, and then place the lid on the bowl and shake it and flip it in all ways so the vegetables are completely coated. Directly after prepping, take the roast out of the oven and now pour all of your vegetables out of your bowl around the meat. Take your pan and place it back into the oven and allow it to cook for the next 45 to 50 minutes. Since the temperature is lower, your vegetables will take some time to cook. Take the roast out and check the temperature of your meat. You don't need to put it back in because the temperature is at 130 degrees. You want to allow your meat to rest because the temperature is going to continue to rise. Now that it is at 140 degrees Fahrenheit, which is at the desired doneness of medium, that's the way my husband and I love to eat it. Look how bodacious and bouncy and juicy this meat is looking. It's got this very soft brown color on the outside, and the seasoning is so crusty, and it's just got all these gorgeous juices coming right out of it. I'm using a fork and carving knife to slice this baby up. Place the fork directly through the top to hold the meat in place. Then the knife in front of the fork and slice against the grain. Create nice, thin, even cuts. My mouth is watering. The roast is so tender and easy to cut. It is so juicy and moist. Oh my goodness, I am ready to dig in and eat and feast with my husband. If you all loved how we got to this beautiful roasted video, please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and super like if you loved it that much, and drop in the comments below how you love to make your roast. Thank you for watching, and you'll see me in the next video. Bye for now. Oh my God. Dinner is served. And a little wine to complement the dinner. Oh my gosh, I spilled it.